interested in going in the third packet. Also, please refrain from using personal pronouns. And also, when you're asking questions, please look directly at the chair or the vice chair when you're asking those and when you're answering those. And please keep in mind that you guys are diplomats, so you want to remain as so. Okay, we will now be looking at Resolution 1-1-9.
Title: An Inter-American Conference to Develop Uniform Standards for the Humane Treatment of Imprisoned Persons. Submitted by the delegation of El Salvador. Resolves 1. To reaffirm the commitment to the OAS's American Convention on Human Rights and the United Nations Standard Minimum Rules for the Treatment of Prisoners, which are working to define cruel and unusual treatment and set standards for human rights and the preservation of human dignity.
The delegation of El Salvador, please rise and speak on behalf of this resolution for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Since 1951, the OAS has moved to forge itself as the preeminent hemispheric organization, to strive for excellence, and to protect its fellow man. To do so, it is focused on protection in spite of status. Inspired by leading voices within the OAS and UN, this resolution seeks to bring member states together.
Thank you. Delegation of El Salvador, please remain standing for questions. Are there any questions on the floor for the delegation of El Salvador in relation to this resolution? Yes, delegation of the Bahamas.
The delegation, I would like to pose a question through the chair to the delegation of El Salvador.
That is in order.
The delegation, I would like to know what are the practical reasons for this resolution due to the fact that there are already several treaties that establish standards concerning the issues of prisoners between others, such as the United Nations Convention Against Torture, the International Convention on Civil and Political Rights, among others.
Does the delegate understand the question and wish to respond?
Yes, the delegation would like to thank the other delegation for that question. Again, although there are other documents internationally, there is not one yet that focuses on domestic prisoners, specifically establishing standards or idealistic standards for basic treatment such as clothing, food, medical treatment,
To a speakers list. Those that would like to speak in favor of this resolution, please raise your placards. Delegation of Paraguay, delegation of delegation of St. Kitts and Nevis, and the delegation of Mexico. Those that would like to speak against this resolution, please raise your placards. Delegation of Costa Rica, delegation of Guatemala. Delegates, a reminder that we do need to balance the speakers list. So since we have 3 for, we also need 3 against. Delegation of Peru, thank you. Delegation of Paraguay, please rise for 2 minutes speaking for this resolution.
The delegation of Paraguay would like to thank El Salvador for addressing this topic and emphasizes the importance of maintaining human rights at all times and with all means. The delegation of Paraguay yields its time to chair.
Delegation of Costa Rica, please rise for 2 minutes speaking against this resolution.
Thank you, Vice Chair. The delegation of Costa Rica would like to yield its time back to the Vice Chair.
Thank you. Delegation of St. Kitts, please rise for 2 minutes speaking for the. Are there any motions on the floor? Seeing that there are none and we've exhausted the speakers list, we will now move to a vote. All those that are in favor of this resolution, please raise your placards. Thank you. All those that are against this resolution, please raise your placards. Thank you. Those that are abstaining from this resolution, please raise your placards. With a vote of 26 to 2, this resolution has passed.